Good afternoon, Bob Dalton coming to you live from Allendale here in McHenry, Illinois. We are now under a blanket of snow here in northern Illinois, and we are expecting, at the most, they're saying anywhere between 24 and someone's out there reporting close to 34 inches of snow coming our way this next 24 hours. So we are going to be here working tomorrow. We've been reassured by the board that they will be open tomorrow no matter what happens as far as snowfall in Chicago is concerned. So don't worry about us not being available. We will be here for you even with this torrential downpour of snow, if you will. So on to today's markets. It's February 1st, 2011. Strong days. Corn and beans today. Made contract highs in the beans. We ended up settling up 25 at 14.38 March contract. That was a new high close for that March contract, and that was a couple points off of the contract high, which was also made today. Very strong close for the soybeans. Over to corn, couldn't quite take out the contract high. Up at 667 in the March. We got the high today was 666 3/4. We settled at 666 even. That's up 6.5 on the day. So crude oil actually turned around right after the commodities, or excuse me, the grains closed up. Right now we're down $1.45 in the crude. 90.74 is where the market sits. Today's high was 92.45. So you can see they're pulling the crude back a little bit here. And then the last grain to comment on, wheat down 5 today at 8.35 3/4. We're still paying a lot of attention to what's going on in Egypt. Of course, crude oil coming off of its lows, making new highs on the day earlier this morning, and now pulling themselves on back. A lot of disruption in the transportation canals out there in the Red Sea, Suez Canal, the Strait of Hormuz. Disruption, however, it has been reported that crude oil is still being transported. There are delays with grain shipments out there right now, as Egypt isn't exporting or importing anything right here just yet. So stay tuned to that story in Egypt. It's carrying a lot of weight on commodity markets right now, and we're going to find direction here sooner or later. Right now it's a lot of indecisive movements. You know, we're up big one day in the crude, down big the next. So stay tuned, and we'll keep you informed as best we can as to what's going on and what to expect. The dollar today pulled back, took out that 77.50 we spoke about yesterday, sitting right now at 77.18. We got contract lows down at 76.17.5. So a full point below where the board is right now, and we'll be testing contract lows. There is some support above that contract low that we're going to be looking to grab here soon enough. 77, of course, being psychological support. See if that holds going into tomorrow's trade as well. Down right now, 68.5 again. 77.18 is where the dollar index is. Over to livestock, big snowstorm. Like I said a minute or so ago, we're seeing our portion of the storm here in the next 24 hours, northern Illinois, Chicago area. But Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, they saw the larger amounts of this storm for their areas yesterday and into last night. Woke up this morning. What was the actual damage? Well, as it turned out this morning, from people I talked to in Nebraska, it wasn't as serious as some were expecting. The feedlot operations were continuing. Of course, you're going to see stress out there. It's getting very cold, very high winds out there, and sub-zero temperatures coming along with the winds. But the cattle market this morning had trouble getting going off of that news, and was it as bad as we thought? Was it not as bad? We ended up finishing higher today in the live cattle. Nearby contract up 5 cents at 109, so not a big move, off the highs on the day by a little bit. Feeder cattle actually down today, 52.5. We finished up that March contract at 127.47.5. And then you got hogs today down big. We were down 217.5 in that nearby contract, which goes off in about 2 weeks. Feb hogs 85.07.5. So the snowstorm out in the plains proving to not be as detrimental as some were anticipating yesterday. Maybe they overdid the buying that we saw going on in the livestock ahead of that storm, and now that the snow is on the ground, the market pulled itself back just a little bit here today, and we'll see what occurs tonight. Like I said, lots of snow to continue across the country. It's Illinois' turn today, and then the storm is supposed to push off into New York. So you're going to see Ohio, Pennsylvania, they're all going to be in the line of this storm, and there's more news to follow as far as commodity markets are concerned. If you have any concerns or questions, feel free to give us a call. 800-262-7538 is the number here, or you can visit us on the website, www.allendale-inc.com. My name is Bob Dalton. Thanks for tuning in today, and we'll talk to you again very soon.